Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy.
This is a video where this is why I talked about the whole situation with the dress. Kobe, God rest his soul and his daughter's soul. Kobe was a very masculine man. Kobe was a strong, I couldn't believe how much pain that he can take. Like, how in the world you could play on that ankle? How in the world you can play with your knee like that? How could you play with your shoulder like that? And so he was just something different. So at that time, I played with a slap tear in my supraspinatus. No, I had a slap tear in my labrum and a tear in my supraspinatus. And so I had Dr. Elitraz fix it at the end of the season, but I had made a decision to get it fixed during the season. And Kobe wanted to make the playoffs so bad that year because a few years before that, they were out of the playoffs. So he actually helped trade me for BUTLER and I think Chucky Atkins at the time. So he's like, man, look, you got the best defense on the team with one shoulder. So, man, if you can give us anything, just come out here and play. You just come out here and you be big, you come out here and play. So I made the decision, I changed my mind, and I started playing with basically one shoulder. And then I ended up injuring my ankle. So now I'm on one shoulder and one ankle. And I end up still playing because I'm an old country boy. And you paid me $8 million goddamn dollars, and if you think I can give something to the game, I'll give it. I wasn't the type of person that worried about stats. If you needed me and I can give you anything, I'll give it to you. So at that time during the end of the season, man, I had bandages on my shoulder, bandages on my ankle. So it'd be some good games and some bad games. But I just respected the fact how Kobe, he was a guy, he never cheated the game. And I think he left the game when he couldn't give it his all on both ends of the court. He would not worry about stats. He would go out there and he believes he's the best option. But at the same time, he's gonna give it his all on both ends of the floor. And he prided himself on being able to stop a guy. I don't see that a lot in a lot of these scorers nowadays. They don't pride themselves on who they can stop. That's the measure of a true warrior. It's not about just hitting people. It's not just about scoring. It's about who could you stop. And there used to be guys that were passionate. Michael Jordan was passionate. They would rough you up, beat you up in practice because there's no way you're going to come in here and score. It ain't going to be easy. They would say it to you every day. It ain't going to be easy. And the vets set the tone. And now the vets are younger. They're more fashionable. They're more worried about their social media life, I believe, and you're not seeing that accountability because that's a job, and you owe that to your teammate that's putting it out there and spending time with you and not spending time with their family members. You owe that to them.
Most people don't know this, but the best way
And thank you, Mr. Kwame Brown. Shout out to Kwame Brown. Make sure y'all subscribe to his Bust Life Sports, as well as his Kwame Brown Bust Life page. Now, the reason I played that is because this is what I'm trying to tell you, fans. You have got to stop disrespecting players like Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Isaiah, Kobe, Bird, all of these guys, Tim Duncan. These guys left it on the court. They played both sides of the ball. These players today have been lukewarm. You know, you hear that? You heard what Kwame Brown said, a guy who played with injuries on top of injuries. Never made an excuse, went out there and did his damn job like he's supposed to do. But yet you have people coming up with complaints or trying to say they didn't have this guy, they didn't have that guy. Well, hey, they didn't have him. But you know what Kobe did as a leader? Kobe stepped up. He stepped up. Michael Jordan stepped up. They stepped up. Now you got CP3 talking about all these injuries. Turtle CP. Then you got Demar Butler out here throwing his hands up in the air like he just gave up and was like he was done, looking so soft. Then you got Joel No Hard Embiid. Then people trying to say, well, Choked didn't show up. Choked never shows up. Choked never shows up. Well, that's nothing new. And you supposed to be Joel Embiid, right? You supposed to be him. Excuse me. I just wanted to bring that up because I'm so sick and tired of people trying to make excuses. Like, it's no more for me. If you don't prove it to show up in the playoffs, hey, man, it is what it is. You a cupcake. You know, you're soft. You know, you're not built like that. People don't want the responsibility. And I agree with Kwame Brown. This is a guy who played professional basketball for 13 seasons. Played with two arguably of the best players in history. Kwame Brown was great on defense. I mean, he was good on defense. Was okay on offense. Could have been better. But he didn't live up to his number one stature. But that doesn't mean he wasn't a solid player. He was a very solid player. To be a number one pick, you know, he was a bust. But as far as being a solid player, I would take him over a lot of these guys today. Because a lot of these guys today can't play defense. They can't rim protect. You know, you got all these guys who pride themselves on one side of the ball, like a LeBrownies, like a Cupcake there can't. He did the same thing by letting Tatum just get a score. Tatum and Brown at times, they don't play on both sides of the ball. You know, it's a collection of a lot of people. Apple Pie Kyrie, Turtle CP, Devin always getting trapped Booker. So it's a collection of players. Collection. Bulldozer Giannis. Bulldoze you the whole game, but clutch time, nowhere to be found. Drew all on and off Holiday. You know, Cheesecake LUKA, who will play the greatest on offense, but when it comes to defense, man, he nowhere to be found, right? See, I wanted to play this from Kwame Brown's mouth because he played the game. He played the game at a high level. You guys can discredit him or talk bad about him, but the one thing you can't take away from him is he played on a team with two hardworking players who wanted to be the best. They took pride in playing defense. They didn't take defense off. So, you know, like Steve Nash, one side of the ball player. So that's all I'm saying. This playoffs have shown us who's real and who's not. Now we know Demar Butler is Demar Butler. He's never been that guy. Never been that guy. Always choking. Cupcake there can't. Choking. So let me know in the comment section, man, what you guys think about this, man. Do the players today lack heart and toughness? I think they do. But let me know in the comment section what you think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you guys love what you hear, y'all can donate to the page by going to the description box, hitting that link where you guys can cash out whatever your heart's desire. Also, if you guys want to super chat or super thanks now works, you guys can do that as well. So thank you guys for listening. We out. Deezy.